All right, so here is your NE Pro 1 podium for the Cherokee National Enduro. We're going to start over here with Stu Baylor. We haven't talked to you in a while. That's not normal to not have you on the podium at a National Enduro. So how's it feel to be back on the podium? How'd your day go? And tell us all about it.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, National Enduro has been kind of home for 10, 12 years, and this is the longest streak that I've ever had off the podium since I've started these. So it was a bit frustrating, but no, it was good. Just rode a consistent race and tried to ride the edges and find some smooth lines where I could, and really didn't feel like I was pushing, but this is one of those tracks where you could kind of over push. So just riding good natural was the way to do it. And you know, obviously we had some bad weather set in that really messed up some times, but I was really looking forward to that last test. That's kind of been my strong point, one of my favorite sections out here, but we'll get next year.
Sounds good. So you're back on the podium. You got a list of sponsors you'd like to thank, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. Rocky Mountain Teely, KTM, Dunlop Tires, FC Suspension, Cherokee, my wife, my family, my parents, everybody, my grandpa, everybody that makes it possible to come out here, the Schulz MX, MSR, Forma Boots, Shoei Helmets, Hellion Designs, everybody that's supporting the team this year. It takes a full team to do it, so appreciate everybody stepping up.
Awesome. Nice job, Stu. It's good to have you back up here on the podium. Second place today and third overall is Josh Toth. Josh, tell us a little bit about your day. It started out dry, got pretty wet, so did it get gnarly for you or did it get better?
Yeah, I was hoping for rain, and I got it for sure, and more than I thought we were going to get. The conditions were awesome. Challenging day with goggles, you know, and the humidity early in the morning with the storms rolling in, and then the obvious rain coming down for the rest of the day. So the biggest thing was vision, and yeah, trying to overcome that, but felt good. Conditions were fun.
Awesome. It's good to have you back up here on the podium. You're definitely in the hunt for the points championship with Grant, and so this was definitely good for points. So tell us what you'd like to thank on the second place in the Pro 1 class.
Yeah, the whole Enduro engineering team, Napper, my mechanic, for keeping me rolling. Yeah, everyone just that's involved in my program this year. Steve Hatch, Ride Helmets, 7 Gear, FMF. Everyone involved. There's a ton behind it, so I appreciate it, and looking forward to getting back on the top step and getting closer to that points lead. Awesome,
nice job. Hey, in the winner on the overall for the day, the Cherokee Enduro Riders Club put out a bounty earlier a few weeks ago, and you made sure that you got it, winning all 5 tests, so you get an extra $1,000. So tell us how your day went. Looked like you're on a roll, winning all the tests. Probably felt pretty good, huh?
He didn't win all 5 tests.
Yeah, definitely had a good day. Well, I don't know. We can go rerun it in the rain if you want. We can go rerun times, see who wins it. But yeah, no, it was a good day. It was really dry in the beginning, and I've won all 7 tests here in the past when they had 7 tests here. So if there was any track for me to win all tests, this is the one. I've always had good results here in the past, and yeah, I was hoping that the rain would kind of hold off. I was looking forward to it being a little dry. Just we've been having a lot of rain here in both series this year, so it's been getting kind of annoying, I guess. But nah, I was looking forward to some dry terrain today, but it ended up raining a little bit in the second test, and the second test got super slimy, and then third test the rain actually soaked in, so it was good soil until the last test. It started raining again, and yeah, last test was pretty hairy. Just tried to keep it on the track because it was very narrow trail where you kind of had to stay on the tire mark, or else if you got off the edge, it would get ugly real quick. So yeah, just tried to keep it on 2 wheels all day. I think I fell down 2 times in the first test, ran into a couple lappers, but yeah, other than that, it was a flawless day.
Awesome. You're definitely riding good. You got the points lead. You're extending the points lead, so you're definitely putting it around at this championship. We're in the middle part of the season. So what do you like to thank getting you to this point and for the rest of the season?
The whole Monster Energy, Babbitt's Online, Kawasaki team, my mechanic Joey, and Doug for helping me out this weekend, and yeah, my girlfriend Brooke, my dad, and my grandpa, and the rest of my family for all their support. And yeah, Shoei helmets, X brand goggles, Vision. Kept my goggles on all day. Vision was awesome all day with the X brand. So big props there, and the rest of the guys I'm forgetting, thanks.
Awesome, good job, guys. And this is your Cherokee National Enduro Pro 1 overall. All right, here we go. Now we got the ladies up on the podium. This is your women's elite podium for the Cherokee National Enduro. Getting their photo taken. Rachel's got a backwards trophy, but that's all right.
1, 2, 3.
It's first time on the podium. Yep. You didn't do it 3 times in one weekend, so you're pretty new to it. All right, so it looks like third place we got Trail Jester KTM Corey Steed. So tell us a little bit about your day and how it go and starting out in the dust and turning it into mud.
Yeah, honestly, my biggest concern today was just getting through the day. I woke up Thursday morning with a pretty gnarly case of food poisoning, so I've been on the couch since Thursday, basically. So it was a long day for me out there, just trying to get through the test. I think I won one, so that felt really good. But yeah, I was just trying to get done with this day.
Yeah, that's understandable for sure. So still getting on the podium, still getting some points for the championship, which is really good. So who do you like to thank?
Yeah, the whole Trail Jesters KTM team, Dylan for taking care of me all day out in the rain, and my mom for flying down to take care of me on the couch. Moose Racing, Pit Viper, Dunlop, XC Gear, Renthal, ARC, and everybody else making it happen for me. Thank you.
Awesome. Nice job, Corey. Moving to the second overall is Rachel Gudich. So tell us a little bit about your day. I know that you like to ride when it gets into extreme weather like this. So were you hoping for some more tests, or were you ready to be done once the rain started?
Honestly, I was fine with either. Like, I had a blast all day, whether it was dry, whether it was wet. We actually had pretty good traction, like even in the dry, dusty stuff, even in the wet. Like, the bike seemed to be hooking up good. So I was just out there having fun, you know?
Awesome. You're all about racing. We all know that. You know, you're riding as much as you can every single weekend, and that's awesome to see. I know it's inspiring for some. So who do you like to thank on second overall today?
Well, first off, I'd like to thank Over and Out, my title sponsor. I was actually at their riding camp all weekend. So Friday, Saturday, I was coaching, caught the red eye here, raced. So big thank you to them. And if anybody, like any women ever want to come do that, like if you're not sure about dirt bikes, you're new to it, like that is the best possible environment for you. So just wanted to give a shout out to them real quick. And then, of course, thanks to my dad for driving the van down here and letting me borrow his truck so we could make the whole logistical nightmare work. And, of course, thank you to the rest of my sponsors, Gas, Arai, 92, Wheelworks, Motool, XC Gear, Enduro Engineering. Big thanks to everybody.
Awesome. Nice job. Mackenzie Tricker is the overall winner here in the women's elite class. You know, you kind of got a slow start to the season, but, you know, a few rounds ago we talked to you and you said you were going to stay in that middle spot. Looks like you're doing it. So how's it feel to get the win again today?
Yeah, it was a slow start to the season, but the last few rounds are going pretty good. It was also a slow start to today for me. I lost like a minute in the first test. I don't know, I guess gooned out off the one log and ended up going down the ravine, and Mark Hyde like saved my day and my life, I feel like. So huge props to him. And going into the last test, I knew I was down like 45 on Rachel, but I knew I was somewhat close to Corey, so I was hoping maybe I could make up at least a second, but I ended up having a really good test and getting the win, which was awesome. So for how bad my day started, it finished great.
Awesome. It's a very good job getting the first place overall. And who do you like to thank?
A big thanks to Enduro Engineering, Gas, Fly, X Brand, XC Gear, FMF, High Point Construction, MEPMX, MotorX, anybody else I forgot sponsor-wise, and I want to give a shout out to Napa and Dylan for chasing me around and helping me all the time. Thanks very much.
Awesome. Good job, ladies. And this is your Cherokee National Enduro Women's Elite Podium. All right, here it is. A little bit of a rainy day, so we're under the awning today. But looks like we got our Pro 2 podium up here, getting their photo taken. We ended up one test short today, so we ended up 5 tests. Let's start with Nathaniel Tasha here in 3rd place, Pro 2. Tell us how your day went. You know, it started out a little dusty, then turned muddy. So how did it fare for you?
Can't complain when you end up on the box. I just went out there and tried to be consistent and paid off in the end. Didn't feel great, didn't feel terrible, and just happy to end up on the box.
Yeah, you keep putting in consistent results, which is good for the points here in the Pro 2 class. So who would you like to thank on the podium for the Pro 2?
I'd like to thank the whole RMTLE KTM team. The Shoals MX FC suspension was insane today. MSR, Rocky Mountain ATV, HBD Graphics, Hellion Design 60, and CD Boots, and anyone else I forgot. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Nice job, Bubs, on the 3rd place overall. 2nd place, this Pro 2 class is getting pretty tight here in points between Thorne Devlin here, who finished 2nd overall, and Liam Draper, who's 1st overall. So, Thorne, you had a really good first test, it looked like, and then kind of consistent from there. Tell us a little bit about your day.
Yeah, my first test was good. It's about where I left it, though, for the day. But, yeah, it was good. I didn't, like Bub said, I didn't ride great. I didn't ride bad. I just rode consistent and stayed off the ground. So the like ravine stuff is something I kind of struggle in, just trying to keep the bike on the ground and then know when to double them and that type of thing. But I enjoyed the day. I really enjoyed section 5 when it got crazy wet and muddy and it was raining. The ground was more consistent than the rest of the early in the morning. But yeah, I really enjoyed the day.
Awesome, nice job, and you gained some valuable points moving here into the middle part of the season. So who do you like to thank on the 2nd place overall?
Bonecutter Off-Road, M&M Self Storage, Works Enduro Rider Suspension, K-Tech suspension components, XC Gear, Phase Moto Gear, Bike Graphics, my buddy Josh, my buddy Brian for coming down with me, and my entire family back at home. Thank you.
Awesome, nice job, Thorne. Moving to the winner of the Pro 2 class, who also scored himself as 2nd overall, so it's pretty impressive to see the Pro 2 rider jump in there on the overall podium. 2nd place overall, Liam Draper. How'd your day go?
Yeah, it was good. It started off a little slow. Test 1 was kind of slow for me, but when the rain came down, I don't know what it is about this place, but I just love it when it's super muddy and it's pouring rain. And from then, it was a super fun day, and I had a blast.
Awesome, that's a nice job. You scored yourself a really cool Cherokee trophy there. So who do you like to thank on the win in the Pro 2 class?
Just the whole Ampro Yamaha team, my fiance back home, Factory Connection, Moose Racing, Carry Resources, CD Boots, Scott Goggles, and Shoei Helmets, and my mechanic Derek, and the whole Ampro team. Thank you.
Awesome, nice job. So this is your Cherokee National Enduro Pro 2 podium for the day.